Hello! Okay, to answer your question, no, I will not get into Star Fox, but I could get into Paper Mario. But honestly, if I'm gonna make a Paper Mario hack, why not just make my own? Roger Sprites, you got me. That would be cool. Hello, Carnage. But guys, if I do that, that would be far in the future. But also, I would just make a Paper Mario style game. I wouldn't actually just use the Mario IP. Because I think after RTYI, I don't know if I'm gonna make more hacks or just stop making my own games. Depends on the success of RTYI, in my opinion. I've had a beta test of course 6 running today, and it went super well. Oh, I'm sure the furnace is gonna go off soon. Any second now. I think I'll fully stop making eggs. But what if we get like super successful and RTYI has like a real game that's on Steam and gets like 1 million people buying it, and then we have like $20 million to make games with? Would I still make ROM hacks at that point? Actually, if I have 20 million, I can just not give a fuck and do whatever I want. If I make $20 million off of RTYI, I'm opening a game studio, and the game studio is going to make ROM hacks and real games. Dude, how banger would it be if you developed real games that were also fan games at the same time and you released both at once to like market each other? Wait, that's like an insane idea for a game studio. Wait, why is no one doing that? Hello, BM Gamer. Will RTYI even be a net positive money-wise for you? That depends on how you count. Because if you think like my YouTube channel only exists as like a YouTube channel, which, to be fair, it kinda does. Like my YouTube channel makes money from YouTube videos, not from people knowing about RTYI. Then definitely RTYI is going to be a net negative after I pay Bioback. I mean, actually also Patreon, like, if you assume my Patreon exists for my YouTube videos rather than for the possibility of RTYI existing in the future. Like, there's gonna be some kind of non-compete clause on that. It would be insane though. Imagine you just make a Pokemon inspired game, but then also release the game as like a Pokemon ROM hack. And you could even release it on the respective consoles. I kinda dig that idea. Yeah, exactly, Zena. Moop and Android. It's for plugin, but I don't know how that will work. Moop and parallel should work just fine. If you can get the parallel plugin. Actually, there's one issue in the Moop and core right now that makes it incompatible with RTYI. But there is a fix that is implemented on Parallel Launcher's version. I just hope they push it upstream so that everyone gets it. But I don't know if they will, because I know that the person that makes Parallel Launcher, he hates Windows. So... Of course, this is just a funny idea that may exist right now. It's not likely to exist in the future. So what is that plugin? The essential render section, what does that do? This is FAST64. It lets me export my level into Mario64 decompilation. So the consolidation hacks don't run on anything other than Project 64. No, they run on almost everything, except for a while it didn't run on the most popular emulator for like the ROM making community, which is Parallel Launcher, because Parallel Launcher had some bugs. And then a week before the RTYI demo released, I fixed it with the guy that maintains Parallel Launcher, and then the update didn't get pushed out. So no one could play it on that, or only very few people could, because only a few people got the update. It was a little infuriating. And I bet by the time the full game releases, it's gonna be broken again. One second, I gotta see if my fish eat my watermelon. They do! They love watermelon. Good. That's all I wanted to know. Hello, Moldy. I gave my fish a watermelon. I wanted to see if they'd eat it. Maybe you'll see Zena looking at it. You somehow couldn't release? Yeah, some people got the update and others didn't. And there was also another update that broke Parallel entirely around the release of the demo. So it was all around the shit show. This is why I want the recompilation to release with the game. Meow 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 meow. She is feeding the booba. If you could show your work to Shigeru Miyamoto, would you? Yes. You have a fish? I have many fish. I have 2 300-liter tanks. One is with guppies and shrimp in one big pleco, and the other one is a pure pleco tank, because I love plecos. No, I would just like to show it to him, because feedback's always valuable, especially when it's from another game designer. Doesn't even have to be about the fact that he made Mario 64. Just the fact that he's a game designer is enough for me to want to show it to him. Another come stream with Katze Emanuel. It's just at the big Jim Shenron, our big pleco. I've already shown this before. It's just a big white pleco. He's a Sylphan albino. He's still a growing boy, and we might have to get rid of him if he goes too big. That's kind of a nice texture. I kind of like this. Dang, this is actually a banger. Did you do more detail on main channel on how you managed to make the audio code even smaller? No. Really, the way I did it is I actually just read and understood the entire code, and then I ripped out everything that seems like it would be unnecessary, and then I fixed all the bugs that caused. Gameplay custom could be albinos. What? The albinos are very popular, especially bristlenose albinos. I have bristlenose albinos as well. Nintendo already knows about this ROM hack. If they were going to DMCA it, they would have already done it. My theory is that they know that I'm just kind of fucking insane and that they don't want to deal with it. I'm the meta in this area. It looked like shit, so I got rid of it. They do, how do you know? They already took down 70 of my YouTube videos. Of course they know about my YouTube channel. How would they not know? "71 videos? Oh, they took down like everything. At one point, they took like half the videos on my channel. Do you know how famous I would be if Nintendo didn't constantly take my videos down? Every time a video hit like 1 million views, they took it down. And I fought to get a lot of them back up, but a lot are still like banned from the internet. I can show you like a little bit. If you sort by views, this one was taken down. This one is still down. This one I think was taken down. Some of the recent videos got popular. This one was taken down, this one was taken down, this one was taken down, this one still is down. This one was taken down, this one was taken down. You know, it's Can you sort by Sichtbarkeit? Maybe all private videos. Do I have anything weird here? Oh, maybe my monetization status. Yeah, you see this? So many videos are just taken down. Do you see this? 71 are still taken down right now. Or, well, not all of them are down, like some of like this, or like this. Do they have any real legal claim? Well, Mario is their IP. And I do use Mario in the videos, and that's been their justification. They were just like, well, there's Mario on screen, so this is ours, and we don't want you to do this. Yeah. The thing is, though, they don't even take down the mods. The mods are always released as patches. And patches are kind of a legal gray area, and they know that. And they don't want to risk changing that gray area, I think. So that's why they only come after videos. Which to me feels extremely petty. To be like, well, we know we can't touch you here, So we're gonna touch you here. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me that you guys didn't know about this. I never tried to hide it. You watch anime? Any fan? What is a fan? Like, if I have any anime fans, or if I'm a fan of any anime? Because if so, then no. I also don't really watch anime. Most of anime makes me pretty uncomfortable. There's only one anime that I will say is like good, that I can just stand behind without feeling some kind of ashamed, and that's Hunter x Hunter. Well, and Dragon Ball, obviously. But even with Dragon Ball, I have to be like, yeah, but only the old stuff. Ghost in the Shell cinema, never watched it. Attack on Titan from Metal Alchemist or Cinema. I can't defend Attack on Titan like that because of the ending being terrible. Everything past after Eren gets the Founding Titan is garbage. But until then, it's so good. I actually like Berserk 2016 and 2017. I'm usually more of a manga reader. Just for your information. Because anime is always too slow paced for me. I couldn't get through Cowboy Bebop. Felt like torture. No, the lighthouse is not fixed. Ask Leela. Wait for Leela in chat. Ask Leela. Leela, did you fix the lighthouse? Leela, did you do it? Leela, 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 Leela. The One Piece anime, the One Piece manga is really good until chapter 1044. Then it falls off. I would say these materials are pretty nice. The water looks so flat. Really? Maybe it's because it's fucking flat water that we haven't applied the shader to yet. You think maybe that's why? One Piece turned too much into just Guna bait too quickly. I'm not sure how much the long stretch of nothing here is an issue. I feel like maybe it is. The fact that the top of the hut's unload. Yep, this is a Leela. Sorry, we shouldn't be treating Leela like this. We should be glad she's working on Fast 64 for all of us. Remember when we changed our art style was more boobs and stick looking characters? Yeah, especially in the anime, it became too much of a focus to like enjoy it. Because I don't want to be jerking off while I'm watching TV, right? So that's a bit of a problem. Like it got to a point where it was impossible to look past, especially around Fishman Island. I don't play fighting games to come, bro. Yeah. Accurate. Okay, we need to do something about the long empty stretch here, I think. Do you guys remember the retro section in Quiz 15? That's like all the Mario 64 levels that I showcased on my second channel a while ago. Whoa! The warp is too low. N65 minute from OLT Zalos fully decompiled. What does that mean? Some random speed boosters that stream too, let's see the unnecessary teleportation about, but I think it should be public, you should probably be fun all that stuff. We can't really give Mario more movement options because it's too restrictive on how we can actually model the island. Because there's a lot of like camera angle magic to hide pop-ins and cullings. Yeah, we definitely need something here. This feels way too long. Slidey hits could do well. We can definitely make this section climbable like the castle mode. Maybe we can have fun with that. I'm just getting like a feeling for this right now to see how bad this is. This section feels fine. That's right where the warp is, and then this section could use something. You're not adding another ghost ship right next to the other ghost ship. I think 4 to 5 times bigger is a good number. I've been fixing all my old levels recently and it's been so cool. Yoshi houses, rocks in the lake, palm trees. Give the palm leaves physics when standing on them with collision. Sandcastle playground that spawns a blue coin if you don't fall down. Okay, that's this part here with the blue coin. We're grabbing a toy out of the lake, bonus star. Cloud above where the Koopa is needed to check out permanently. Right. Comic boss fight, no fight planned yet. Yoshi Dojo. Okay. Who's this Shadow? Oh, there's Shadow Boy. Anyway, about the retro section I brought up earlier, Soren has made like some bang ideas for the OST there. Fully dynamic music, like Breath of the Wild has it basically. And I'm not gonna spoil anything about the music other than that, but so far I like it a lot. Do you have a Sky Portaeon? What is a Portaeon? You should, yes, once it's done, it will be shown on case clips. Like you in the new Super Mario Bros. Levels when you go up in the clouds. I still don't understand. There were more side level ideas we had that we needed to put in places. Manta Ray. Is M2 listed anywhere? No, did we not list the secret levels? Uh-oh. We're not randomly adding more levels now. It's not happening. Shit, we definitely need to make this work somehow in our notes. This is a problem. Okay, quick production intermission here. Let's update all of this. It's not in the game yet. Oh my god, Zena, your phone! I hear it. It's awful. Stop. When it's a bounty rush into the long stretch, to get to play some more movement options instead of just running. No. That's too unnecessary. We can do something useful with this space, don't worry. But also the mushroom area is already over here, so just having two mushroom areas feels wrong. Hello, Ben Keen. Kine? I'm not sure what your name is pronunciation supposed to be. Anyway, time to manage some production stuff. So, did we have this written down? Yes, we do. This is going to be S1. ASAS level is not S1, it is S2. Golf, do we have Golf Mario? Clouds here. 3. The Rising Lava is here. Bowser's Yacht is S5. The Conspiracy Theory Yoshi House. Okay. Okay, so all those entrances are good. Perfect. There's 2 Manta Ray levels, is there not? No, there's only 1. Oh my god, this one sounds so cool. All of these side levels seem so cool. Are there Yoshi Flat Earthers? No. He's a different kind of conspiracy theorist. He thinks that bounties are a conspiracy, because like, who would ever eat a bounty? Think about it. Chocolate Mars with coconut? That's disgusting. It's a money laundering scheme. Where's the minecart level entrance? Nothing here, interesting. There's going to be a pinball level, whether you like it or not. In fact, there's 2 pinball levels. Yeah, we haven't placed the mechanical levels anywhere. We just theorized where they could go and then didn't do shit. Interesting. So we need to place these around now. The minecart level. Where would the minecart level entrance be? This is kind of where the minecart stuff is. And all these side levels will be super quick to produce. They all will just take like a day at most. And they will add so much to the game, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be good pinball, don't worry. The pinball will be based and not cringe. A minecart level entrance feels like it should go somewhere here. What's gonna be the unlock for it? A pachyderm that you can pay off? That's what the notes say. Last Impact Pinball may have had a couple issues. When you figure out a way to add proper random or restore the world relay switch, but you forgot first consideration on stacks, so now you get to implement that. Oh no. Hey Leela, do you want more bad news? No. I'm so sorry to do it to you. Never mind, the texture is back. Okay, no bad news for you. This texture wasn't rendering before, but it's back now. So there must be an nth color leaching from somewhere. It's all good. You're saved. So you don't have children. Unless you're one of those people that has like a dog and then says, "This is my third child." Your model might be art. No, I overwrote the model, so. Checks uploading when you get far away from it. The texture doesn't have any distance detection, so that can't be it. Anyway, minecart secret level. Do we just fucking put it here? You know what? We can just leave it to do for here now. To do, find a place to put this. Hardcap level. Some skyfighters with worms would be cool. Okay. So we want the cloud cap level. And I think the entrance for this is definitely something that could go here. Oh, we also had the pinball machine thing. Part 11 entrance. Which one's part 11? The beach coral reef in the northeast, right here. What the fuck? I really should have taken better notes. The rope wood bridge in that intermediate section bother me. The rope handrails just float in the air. Yes, there will definitely be some kind of pillar. You know what? You're not the first person to complain about this, so I will just do it right now. Fine. This was always going to happen, but I guess I will have to do it literally right now. This classical music is literally driving me insane. Don't you think it's kind of weird that the only reason literally doesn't mean literally anymore is that some YouTuber without a chin that likes to bully people online about how ugly they are started like using it to not mean literally, and then like the rest of society just followed along with it? Can't be the only one that thinks that's kind of crazy. Literally true. Maybe literally can make a comeback and eventually literally again. You know what I've noticed recently? I think there's a noob psyop going around, and that is that nuclear power is more expensive than like any other energy source. I've started hearing it so much recently, like out of nowhere. I think it's the first ChatGPT powered psyop. You have not heard it, Leela? We should use clean coal like Trump would say. Is that something he said? That is funny. Is nuclear like the best when done properly? I don't know. And I don't think anyone here really knows, unless we just randomly have an expert here, like someone, the same level of expertise that the rock guy had, was like, actually, those are volcanic rocks, you should use a texture with these properties. This is what it really is to be like in real life. Which, by the way, that was great that we had that. But I'm in my I don't trust anything posted online era right now. Especially if it sounds wrong. You get statistics to back it up? I don't care. If it sounds wrong, I'm not believing it. Everything's fake. Your statistic is fake. Doesn't matter. It needs to sound right. Nuclear is very expensive to set up and maintain, but less regrets away if you plan to replace your children by natural gas, winter beds, and all the hex. I'm not even sure that's true. Just based on sniff test, like based purely on vibes, I would think it's the cheapest to like maintain, even outside the grid stability thing. But it probably has other disadvantages, like, you know, the fact you have to store nuclear waste. That's what my sniff test says. That's purely vibes based. Don't know if it's true. There's so much AI-written fake garbage out there. Yes, I think what's going on is, let's say you flood the online population with like maybe 2% AI bots who are like very confident about what they're saying, and they're saying something completely insane. But you get like your 2% of bots to absolutely bully people that don't believe you. And they're like, well, you need to trust the science, you need to, you know. Humans are very manipulatable, especially if you pretend that there already is a consent that disagrees with you. So I think that's what's going on. We just manufacture a fake consent, and then real people start repeating the fake consents, and then that's it. PSYOP complete. Now real people are perpetuating your life for you just because you pretended there was a consent. I have no idea if that's true, Peppy Brenny. I'm just saying what I'm hearing online now sounds very wrong. I know people that already think that OOT was never good, but I'm not gonna expose them right now. They know who they are. OOT kinda sucks. Oh no. Leela, that's the one thing you can never say online. We just have some physics when you step in it too much. For 3D boards like this, not really reasonable. If it was a 2D bridge, sure. The frame rate and of Ocarina of Time on PAL truly was offensive, and I do make fun of that in my newest video actually. A little bit. Not really making fun of it, just like, hey, you know, if this can get away with 16 FPS, why not other stuff, basically. That's Cope saying they weren't around in 98. That's okay, you know what? That's something I got on my latest video as well, where it's like, well, you weren't around in 98, that's why you think the N64 is blurry. Okay, first of all, there's a fucking CRT right next to me when I stream. It was literally on screen like for most of my life. And second of all, I played an N64 when I was young. What are you talking about? And then third of all, there's other comments literally right above yours that were like, oh, I remember getting an N64 in 98 and it was so blurry, I hated it, so glad we had a PlayStation. So like, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? And then fourth of all, I'm not talking shit about the N64, I'm just saying, yeah, there is some blur that, you know, you can turn off. And some of the blur is good, because that's fucking anti-aliasing, and, you know, anti-aliasing is kind of good, actually, most of the time. Why are you getting so defensive, bro? I didn't even say shit. People still fighting decade-old console wars? Yes! They actually are! Oh my god. I should have literally just pulled out a comment from like 1998 forum. Oh, you love your gay station. That's such a funny comment in that thread. What did they call the Nintendo 64 as like the derogatory? Because I have definitely read Gay Station quite a bit. But I forgot what they said about the N64. That's true, and not to forget, on PAL, each game actually had 17% more runtime. You could actually just play the games for longer. Hello, Goda Mama. It's like those World War II soldiers who didn't hear the war ended. True. What are you doing streaming? You thought I only stream on the weekends? You missed a lot of streams then. Kind of stream pretty much whenever I have time. Okay, that seems kind of decent transition-wise. Okay, we need to put a level here though. We can put the cloud cam level, the rainbow slide, something with the pinball machine, the pick your power fruits. Actually, the pick your power fruits would work pretty well here. Kind of want like a cool entrance though. Ah, this might be important. Excellent search plus Z upped, but you have to make sure the shadows above the ground, so it's not the decal anymore. Okay. This does not like a decal mode, so please. Music is playing, is this Mozart? It's classical music to cure brain rot. Do you guys also hate the notion that classical music equals smart? As if like listening to classical music was something smart people did? Maybe I hate this notion because I don't listen to classical music. When it comes to the beach, I heard you, are they just decorative? They don't chase you, but they deal 1 damage if you touch them. Oh, this looks so fucking smooth. Do you see that? You can't even see the materials. Oh, this is what we want. Yeah, the player can't even tell what the textures are. Well, smart people made almost every good music. Thank you, Leela. Shoutouts to Leela for liking my grass. Very cool of her. So I also want to make it so that if you jump on all of these without touching the floor, you get a blue coin. Then I want a secret level here. Somehow, something to do with the secret level entrance. Also keep in mind there will be a surfer dude Koopa around here. And the stranded seal over there. Maybe the stranded seal is too far out. No, I don't need something helping you launch towards the island. It's not what I want. I want one of these levels here. So I think we said something about the pinball machine. But there was something else about this. Did we not mark this? Shit. Yes, the edge of the water will have the stuff to go to course 8, I think. Let's see. Wait, where's the course 8 entrance? Wave Cove. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. What are we missing? So the entrance of the pinball machine was going to be in part 11, so we can't really do that here unless there was someone in part 11 that let you in. Why did we write down part 11 entrance? What was the point of this? Oh, I see. Okay, so this genuinely makes sense here, actually. Yeah, okay. Open your eyes, bro. And check the distinction between the trees and stone. I don't see any trees or stone in this area yet, so I don't know what you're talking about. The cloud cap level entrance being here, does that make any sense? Where do you find the cloud cap? I forgot. Oh, in part 1. So if there was a level based on the cloud cap here, I think that would make sense. But it would also make sense if the entrance to the cave with the free power fruits was here. To pick your power fruits would be really cool. And I kind of like that you can get in there anytime. Although it makes sense as a cloud level 2 because of the placement it's at. You're likely gonna have the cloud flower at this point. Whereas pick your power can really happen at any point. So maybe, okay, the idea is maybe a sky fortress with worms. So like a worm sky fortress where you have to rush through with the cloud cap. Yes, but this is a level where you use the cloud cap, not where you unlock it. Maybe there should be a wing cap based level too. Let me write that down. Wing cap based level. Just because I think it would be cool. Why? We want levels based on single mechanics. Only scope creep. It's not scope creep. All of these are like half a day levels, Lena. They're like very fast levels. They're like mini levels. The clouds above the water have a purpose. This is for course 9. This was not just planned. Lila, this was written out here, right here. But you're right that the single mechanics levels were initially not planned, but they were too fun. But all of this is like a week or 2 of work, so it doesn't matter. Some of these were also not planned, but we had not planned the overworld before, so it is what it is. Well, maybe with static recompilation you can compile this from GameCube. I have a modded Wii. It's basically a modded GameCube Plus. But don't worry, Leela. The amount of scope that we can still creep, that is like possible to still creep, is very small at this point. And I was about to finalize Mario's Model 2, so we'd be done reworking Mario forever. Probably gonna finalize it later today. Whenever the map is kind of foggy and there's some low-hanging fruit clouds that you can jump on. No. What do you mean by that? What are you gonna change? There were some things about the Mario model that were not finalized because that would have been extra work to remake. So I have to add back his cap falling up and down when he jumps. That's mainly it. But also some other effects like the shadow in course 7. Not more vanilla. I was not planning on that. Oh my god, Leo, yes, you were now behind on the stream. I don't even know how you managed that. That's scary to think someone could be that behind on YouTube. And they would still type here, and they would still answer. Anyway, yes, the cloud cap. I need to think of an entrance. What if there was some kind of plant you could grow? Like a large tree. You know the story of the big beanstalk? I think I would like that. Imagine there's a garden here with a Yoshi gardener. And he's like, hello, I'm gardening. And then, maybe that's just a fucking Yoshi with a magic bean, fuck it. And he's like, yeah, I wanna plant this, I wanna buy magic beans, dude. Can you give me 1,000 coins? And then you say yes, and then you come back and he has the whole fucking thing and you can climb it. That's true, this was done in Bunny Brushwoods. Okay, what if instead it's a magic mushroom and it shoots you high in the sky? Okay, that's also not much better. You know, I just want something where you buy the entrance, basically. Something coin-based. Yoshi Wizard Tower. What the fuck? How would it be? Would he just have like a garden with one mushroom here and he's like, I'm growing this mushroom? Something's off about this, it's super big. I don't have money for the resources, give me money. Good old cannon? Definitely not. Cannon is too destructive, you can go anywhere. You have to plan the level around the cannon. Olila, I actually do have bad news for you. You know this thing here? You see how it's white here? Every time I stream, someone's like, Case, why is the lighthouse yellow? Can you fix it? And I don't know what to tell them. Bonus stages and after it's just testing? Yes, basically. Cable car? No, 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 no. Let's go, are we creeping today? Nothing at all, actually. We're just thinking about how to do this here. The only scope creep I added today was maybe we should have a wing cap based level as well, because we don't have one really, except for the wing cap level. But if you have a bonus level for some other mechanics, why not the wing cap? And it's gonna take like not even half a day to make. Hey Arthur, I don't know, I can't fix it. I like the idea of a Yoshi digging here and then he finds like a stream that shoots him upwards. But wait, if we have a digging Yoshi, then the Yoshi definitely needs to dig up oil. Yoshi mechanic, broken cannot, that cannot be adjusted. No, I don't want like a random thing like that. I want something cool. Space mechanical with no cap physics a la Spyro. Oh wait, you can just go up and down with no gravity. I kinda like that. Right now the problem we're having is there's a huge empty stretch of land here, but fortunately we have a bunch of secret levels that we have not assigned a spot on the overworld yet. So I'm thinking one of them could go here. And this one already has a spot, and this one already has a spot. But the Minecraft level does not, the Cloud Cap level does not, the Rainbow Slide does not, Shy Guy C kinda has one. I think Shy Guy Hide and Seek was gonna go around here. Huh. I am not sure why it's not marked in, but I'm like 100% sure we wanted it around here. I'm just gonna write that down. I think that's part 10. What's the stretch of land we're talking about? It's right here. I'll show you in game. This doesn't do it justice, just how boring this is. How do you add a secret level though? Well, it would be probably something you unlock with coins. Most of the mechanical levels are not really hidden as much as it's just like go there and you get it. What did it cost 14 and 15? They're in the sky. Thinking about it, I think we should also have something that tells you how many stars you're missing in each overworld part. On the map screen. Right here, on the opposite side of this. It's like all this. I think this is a perfect spot to put a secret level. To increase the density a little bit. And then over here is gonna be the surfer dudes. And then on the other side there is going to be the seal. Yeah, I like the Yoshi huts. So here's where you save the seal, and then the seal can bring you to the level. But it doesn't solve the problem that there's like a huge lot of nothing here. This still feels so far away for some reason. Well, yes, there's a whole underground section here. But no, we're not trying to hide the level right now, we're trying to fill the space here that we have. I think I like the idea of a gardener, because this is where the Yoshi's main city is. So there should be someone just gardening. Hello, not Kev 8N. I don't want the wing cap base level here because you unlock the wing cap way later. What about a marsh? A marsh? So close to the sea? I'm not really convinced on that. More huts. I mean, no, it's all meaningless stuff. We want something here. If we can't think of anything, what I'm gonna do is pull this whole section into what's here. I'm just gonna kill this entire section. Which I am more than fine with. The thing is, though, we still need to hide so many secret levels, and we might as well do it in a good way. Right, there's nothing wrong with just deleting this entire stretch of land and pulling it all in. Honestly, maybe I should just do that and just pull the section in. Single land options. This is the list right here. All the stuff that says to do is an option here. Just an idea. What's the idea of X-Trove? So my favorite option right now is either the cave level somewhere there, so we have a cave opening there, or maybe the cloud cap level. And I think the cloud cap level works well because we can't place it literally anywhere. We have to place it close to where the cloud cap unlocks. I think that will be better. There could be a laboratory, and there could be a guy being like, I need fields for a rocket so I can shoot into space. Also, I need a test subject. Goodbye. Cave level won't make more sense thematically. Well, I guess. But there's so many spaces where we can put a cave level that I'm not really worried about it. Right, if you look at this, there's kind of caves everywhere. But a crazy scientist like that feels more like you wouldn't live in mainstream Yoshi society. I'm not really interested in clickbaiting viewers, Vextrove. What is your idea, Twello? Randy Yoshi practicing a flutter jump and saying he has become very good at it, and if you open a bag and he fluttery flies up into the sky. There isn't really an unlock with that. That's just something you just get for free, which I don't like. But actually what would be very fun is, let's say there's a Yoshi here and he keeps flutter jumping over here. Maybe there's a little racetrack here, or like a sand track where he marks his successes. And then he's like, I'm training to become an athlete, would you like to sponsor me? And then you give him money over and over, and maybe after you give him like money 5 times, he's like, well, I'm fucking yoked now, like you wanna go to the fucking moon, and then he just shoots you in the sky. You would be the Yoshi practicing flutter jumps, but in a way where you actually have to unlock it. But then it can't be the cloud cap, because the cloud cap is like another thing you need to unlock. It could be the rainbow slide. Or it could be the planetary gravity level. Although this one feels more like it would be accessible from the clouds. Hello, Usa Capsule. I think the rainbow slide is perfect for this. And then maybe you have to race against him. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it. There is a race against the athlete Yoshi here. Oh, Soli, I see. Fuck it, that's what we'll do. I like it a lot, actually. For rainbow slides, there is an athlete Yoshi training here. He asks you to sponsor him for 50/100/200 coins every time you enter the area, and either have collected, let's say, 3 stars since you last met him, or you are at full stars. Each time you sponsor him, he flutter jump further. Oh, actually I should not have done. His training is jumping up on a ledge and fluttering across his track. You can flutter jump further. After he's fully trained, he waves at you and makes a sound so the player notices him. He asks if you want to see what he can do. If you say yes, Mario jumps on his back and they jump into fucking space. It's mozzarella, yes. I think that works very well. So then this would be his training track. So we need like a ruler or something on the ground here. When is F3 this year? Ooh, I was waiting for people to start asking the question. I don't know. I was worried that I hadn't been asked this year. I thought maybe there was no interest. I really should be thinking about F3. The question is, can I get a sponsor for F3 this year? Should I get a sponsor? F3 has always been a non-sponsored event, but sponsors are so fucking lucrative. We should do F3 in like... like July, near the end of July. What do you guys think of like July 19th for F3? I think that's a good time. Yeah, everyone knows I'm the most humble person on Twitch. My humbleness is tremendous. That's on Switch 2. I don't give a fuck about Switch 2. DK Bonanza doesn't look that interesting to me. I don't know, I'm someone who likes games that are like unique, and it just doesn't seem like it's gonna be anything unique to me. You know, it's all like stuff that already exists in games, I guess. Hello, Barbita. What the fuck? There we go. Long jump competition. There's a Yoshi practicing for his long jump competition. How are you doing today? Why do you need to know that, huh? What are you trying to do? Are you being an op? You spying on me? Are you trying to guess my security questions on my bank account, huh? Who paid you to do this? Sorry. Actually, no, I don't apologize. You knew what you were doing asking that question. To a German. Unbelievable. Oh, did you not hear the final plan for the secret level biovac? You need to do a long jump from the start of this all the way to the end to get to the final level. No. It's gonna be a Yoshi here, and the Yoshi says he's practicing for a competition. And he just keeps jumping and doing flutter jumps and running back to the beginning. And when you talk to him, he asks you if you want to sponsor him as like an athlete. And maybe he starts like wearing a cap with your head on it, because like you're the sponsor. And after you sponsor him 3 times with coins, he is fucking yoked, dude. He's fucking ready to go. And when you talk to him then, he's like, dude, do you want me to show you what I can do now? I'm so practiced, dude. And you say yes, and Mario jumps on his back, and he jumps into the fucking moon. He jumps all the way into the sky, and then you're at the rainbow slide level, where you have to race him on a slide for a star. It's funny when it's giving coins to NPCs again. Yes, I want to give coins to NPCs. What's wrong with giving coins to NPCs? We need the coins to do something. What was your vision for what the coins would do? This is also a lot less boring now that the ruler is here, because you can be like, oh, I'm only gonna jump on the big pieces. You ever do that as a kid? September on Little Saint Yoshi's Island, can you just traffic X from that? Is this some kind of Epstein reference that I'm not getting? Because the answer is no. All the levels interactions are given coins and NPC gets all, I think. Oh, it's not all of it. Definitely not. But I mean, a lot of it is, yeah. The coins need to do something, right? I think as long as it's like unique and cool interactions, it's all good. As long as you see the island progressing from it. I'm not really sure how else we're gonna use the coins. I guess we could do it like the new Zelda games, where there's one huge coin dump, where you can just dump all your coins all the time. Maybe we should just have one coin dump, so we can prevent everything from leeching coins off of you. Make a shy guy with huge tits. I don't think so. Out of coin-gated interactions that are perfectly fine, but you need variety. Of course. I don't think we have mainly coin-gated interactions. If anything, I think right now it's like a 60-40 split of non-coin-gated interactions. Giving, well, the idea is you sponsor him, which means he has better equipment or whatever, and then you come back after you did like 3 stars elsewhere in the game and he like jumps better. So every time you sponsor him, he like trains a little and then is stronger. You know, if you sponsor a real world athlete, it kind of works the same way. Use coins to unlock levels. Well, for some mini games, yes. But maybe it would be a good idea to have one coin dump where you can just put a shit ton of coins into it. That's kind of how Zelda games do it. And I mean, they probably have a reason to do it that way. Is this anything important? Hey. Oh, it's Kaki Death. What the fuck is he doing? I don't get it, man. Will the upgrade movesets for Mario, like make him run and swim faster, Return of Your Silent? Nope. It's kinda antithetical to how this game works. You know, if we need a coin dump, what if there was a wishing well? If you talk to him with a wing cap or cloud, well, we can't have Mario. We have the cloud cap or wing cap in the overworld for technical reasons. And the bilinear filtering on the N64 is a 3-point filtering implementation. Trilinear filtering is bilinear filtering plus bitmaps. Two different things that sound similar. So similar that I also thought they were referring to each other for a long time. Well, bilinear refers to the fact that it's 2 dimensions. There is a little bit of a problem if we do like a wishing well though, and that is we always introduce the risk of requiring coin farming in the end. Any new videos planned? Yes, always. Honestly, it's kinda not good that this is seamless. Didn't think I'd ever say it, but this can't be seamless. That looks a lot better. Wait, glasses? What are you guys talking about? First time there's a Yoshinoya, it's a brand name and expensive. Buy it and then a new character model because why not? No. The house you can upgrade it by furniture for? I don't know. But the solution of giving the player something useless to dump coins at is kind of nice. Yeah, a wishing well would have to very clearly communicate that. But then there's also the problem, if the wishing well becomes the coin dump, then players will feel the urge to farm coins early on as soon as they discover the wishing well, and I don't like that. They'd be like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna grind 10,000 coins as soon as I can. So I don't think a wishing well like that is a good thing. Unless the wishing well was cheap enough and it wouldn't be a complete coin dump. Maybe I shouldn't want to start as a maybe for something as just like an idea to have in the back pocket. Maybe a wishing well gives you a star if you don't do enough coins. One coin thinks again have a hint Yoshi in the overworld. That's true. Didn't we have some kind of hint system actually? I think there was some kind of hint system we brainstormed before. Let's see. Yoshi Dojo, yes. Maybe the hints get more expensive as you approach 100%. Did we have the secret star in the dojo written down? Star in the dojo, got it. Does max area have an effect on the NTSC as a new GPUs only thing? What? Max area topology. Explain what that is. Sounds like you want to create topology where every triangle has the maximum area possible, but shouldn't the area be always a zero sum? You take area away from one thing, you add it to the other. I know that on new GPUs you want topology in a way where the dimensions of the x and y axis in screen space are always roughly similar. That is not a thing on the N64, by the way. You just put a long message of nothing and then my name. Make Mario play Gwent. You do it. This is starting to look nice. Can you send acting with some nerd Yoshi and then find when his fully featured card game comes up before being yanked off screen? Oh, you don't like card games? It's the hugs? I don't get it. What hugs? Is this a message I can't read because I'm on PC? This is what you said. Interesting. And all that's really missing in this area is the mountainous part. And then we have a decent base, I would say. But a little Yoshi village. Although I think there should be more houses here. Let's put down more houses. We don't want Yoshi's Island to have an actual homelessness crisis. Something in a circle made of polygons, make a big center polygon and add more to smaller polygons correctly. Streams quad overdrawn on GPUs. Yeah, that's the thing that I said. You want the X and Y dimension in screen space to be roughly the same, right? That means make it as close to a square as possible. But you do not have that on the N64. In fact, on the N64, you want polygons to be as long as possible on the X-axis in screen space. There's very few things you can practically do to facilitate that, though. Ah. Alright, for today I'm feeling kinda... I'm feeling... drained. Next time we will finish the forest parts here and then move on to the next area. So we're almost done with part 6 and 7. I guess after that it's time for the underground tunnel here, which should be really fast. So I think next time we can finish two parts, and then the island is halfway done. Holy shit, FNAF is in DBD? Dragon Ball Daima? What the fuck? Anyway, I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.